All I think I can really say is wow. At least that's my initial thought. When I saw this, I think on Instagram that TJ Fischer was just finishing up, I was like, damn, that's sweet. And then I had a guy from Instagram reach out to me and say that he had just bought it. And could he send it to me to review? Now, I'm not going to do my traditional review of this, more of a overall just kind of show and tell and discussion, because I don't know that anybody cares about the blade thickness and behind the edge and all of that on a truly one-off custom knife from Frank Fischer, TJ Fischer, and Robert Carter. Let's just zoom right in on this guy. It's pretty crazy. This is my Frank Fischer battle. So I brought it out just because it is basically the same size. The blades are basically identical blades. So a little bit different shape in the handle. So let's put that off to the side for a second and we'll compare them both at the end. So this is the Fury collaboration. So Frank machined out most of the parts and did a lot of the hand finishing, right? So I have a list kind of here as, so Frank ground most of the parts. Robert Carter ground the main part of the blade. TJ Fischer ground the upper swedge and did some hand sanding on a lot of the frame parts. As you can imagine, they do a lot of work late at night into the early mornings for building knives, right? So they got a lot of pizza delivered. So they actually had the Papa John's pizza delivery guy do some work on the lock just to keep it all in the family, so to speak. Okay, so this is a bolster lock. And I'm kind of kidding about the pizza delivery guy, but they do get a lot of pizza delivered. TJ threw that into his list of comments that the pizza delivery guy worked on the lock. Yeah, I don't even know what to say. So it's Zircuti scales, pivot collars, spine or backspacer, depending on what you want to call it, and pocket clip. The pocket clip works fantastic. It is a kind of a bead blasted, orange peeled, let's zoom in one more time, orange peel bolsters or frame. You can really see the Zircuti pattern in the spine and in the side of the pocket clip. I think that's just beautiful. Seeing it from the edge like that is great. Now, if we go around to the inside, let me grab a light, you'll see that the inside of the frame is all engine turned or machined or jeweled, however you want to call it. Now, on the inside, they engraved Frank's name and Robert Carter's name. TJ didn't get any, he didn't get any official love on this one, but he was involved for sure. So it's a Nichols Damascus low layer, let me get this right, low layer boomerang San Mai. The actual construction of the different steels, I do not know. Nor do we really care. It's beautiful. The fit and finish is crazy. This S is really nice. I have that sort of an S on the bolsters of my other battle. And look at those pivots, if it'll focus. I mean, the pivot is amazing. Custom machined by Frank. And Zircuti is a combination of titanium and zirconium all layered together like a Damascus, but they use, instead of just steels, it's titanium and zirconium. Whereas Timascus is just different grades of titanium folded into a Damascus pattern. Look at that blade. Absolutely stunning. It's super sharp. I have almost cut myself a couple of times. It's just gorgeous. So we zoom back out. Here's the Frank Fischer Battle. And I don't remember all the specs on this one either. I did a video on it, and I'm sure that's all in the notes and in the video that I did of that. Let's see if we can get them both kind of zoomed in here. So you can see the blades are virtually identical shapes. The grinds are always a little bit different. Double recurve on both. I mean, just fantastic. So you can see my bolsters here are more just a straight line. It's a little arced, but it's not really that S pattern. And the coloring in the scale materials are totally different. I don't even know what to say. It's just all awesome at every level. So this one is a liner lock, which is different. I prefer the liner lock over the bolster lock, but that's just a personal preference. The detent on my Battle is a slightly crisper than this one, but this one was made to be really kind of a low, kind of a soft opening. It runs on bearings. Give you a couple of just really quick sizes. It's 4 1/4 inches closed and 7.5 overall. It does weigh in at 6.1 ounces, and all the rest of the stuff I don't know that anybody really cares about. But yeah, it's beautiful. Frank, TJ, Robert did amazing job on this Fury. It's just outstanding. And it will now get boxed up and shipped to its new owner, which is actually somebody different than the original owner. The original owner is in Thailand. So I was going to be shipping this to Thailand. But he did a trade for something even better. Is that possible? It is possible. In his eyes, the knife he traded for is better than this. I'm not one to argue. It's to each his own. That's the beauty of custom knives. This may not appeal to a lot of people. This is not super practical. Even though it fits in your hand great, this blade will work for a lot of tasks. Are you going to use it when you're at this price range? I carry this one a lot. This is one of my more often carried knives, and I would use it for anything. Any cutting task that came up, I would use that for. Is the new owner of this going to carry it? Going to use it? I don't know. That's yet to be seen. We'll see. I'm sure you'll see it all over Instagram and stuff here in a few days when it gets down to that new owner. I would carry it. It works great in the pocket, and it feels really good in the hand. Both of these, because they're about the same size, feel really good. I don't have a preference on which one feels better in the hand. Like this one is a little more cramped maybe because of this shape, whereas on the Fury, it just kind of lays in there. But I prefer the Battle. Just that's classic Frank design for me and was always my grail knife. So I got to hold true, and I love the Battle. Now, my other friend Mike has a Fury NAF. He's got a channel, and I've done a video on his Fury, and I really like his Fury. I kind of like his a little more than this. It's much more plain, but that also makes it much more affordable. Trust me, this is thousands and thousands of dollars that I'm not sure the owners want me talking about. Yeah, it's up there. It's not a 5-figure knife yet. That's my other battle over there. But yeah, it's close. It's up there. Anyway, guys, I will put my Frank Fischer playlist over here and my TJ Fischer playlist over here. So you can go check out all of the awesome stuff that Fischer family does. It's amazing. I also have a Todd Fischer Sr. Archangel laying around here, but it's pretty plain Jane. I need to talk to Todd about getting a sand my blade put in that one, or have him build me a new one, because everything else I have from the Fischer family is fancy. And then I've got Todd's Archangel that's plain Jane. So I kind of need to upgrade that, I think. Anyway, I've rambled enough. Let me know your thoughts down below on this beautiful Fury.